Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are solving LeetCode question number 338 counting bits. It is a super problem to help you bridge the gap between decimal number and how computer actually see them in binary. What is a question? So what does it mean to count bits? As we know, computer does not read number like 1, 2 or 3 the way we do. Instead, they translate everything into a binary series of zeros and ones. For example, the decimal number 2 in binary is 10, which is only 1. The decimal number 5 in binary is 101. We are giving an integer and our job is to look at every single number from 0 all the way up to n. Count how many ones are in their binary forms and store those counts in array to return at the end. Let's see how we can do this step by step. What with that approach? We can solve this entirely using a nested loop approach. We use a for loop to iterate through every number I from 0 up to n. For each number, we count its binary once by iterating the bits one by one. We do this with a while loop that runs as long as our number is greater than 0. In each step, our inner loop, we check if the number is odd by using the modulus operator. If num modulus 2 equal 1, if it is odd, that, that means its last binary digit is a 1. So we increment our count. Then we perform integer division by 2 num modulus equal 2, which effectively swept all the bits to the right so we can check the next digit. Once our number becomes 0, we push the total count into our answer vector and move on to the next number. What will the time complexity? N by log n, because for each of the n number we divide it by 2 until it reaches 0, which take logarithmic time proportional to the number of bits. Space complexity 0, 1, excluding the output array answer, since we only use a few constant variables to count the bits. Now let us go for the code. After that I will explain how the code works. Now I will explain how the code works. We started by declaring our result vector and int answer. Next, we set up our main for loop to get 0 to n inside the loop. We made a copy of the index int num is equal to 1 and initialize int count equal to 0 to store the count for a specific number. We start our inner loop while n is greater than 0 if num modulus 2 equal 1 is true. We increment the count, then we divide the number num divide to divide equal to 2. Once we finish counting the bits for the current number, we pushes the result. And those push underscore back count. Finally, once the outer loop finishes, we return answer. This is the solution for LeetCode question number 338 counting bits. Thank you.